Good morning, modern steaders. Went to Lowe's last night and picked up a few 2x4s for bracing, and I also picked up a piece of maple. I need to make the base for the farmhouse sink, the front of it, and the pieces that we ordered originally with the cabinets aren't going to work the way I want them to. No matter what, I'm going to have to cut a strip and paint it, so I'm hoping I can just make the whole front strip out of this one board and then paint it, because if I'm gonna have to paint a board, I'd rather have the whole board painted and not a bunch of little strips, because we got some different parts and pieces from the cabinet company. I think this is gonna work out better. Don't buy hardwood at Lowe's if you don't have to. We didn't have an option. It's not cheap. Sheesh, that's worse than a 2x4. But I need to clean up and organize. I want to say right in this area, because they're coming with the appliances and the kitchen's not ready yet for them. I was hoping to have all of this assembled and put together, waiting for countertops to show up and put the appliances in, but no. I'm thinking this should be one of the easiest deliveries for them, since they only have to go through a garage door and then they're done. All right, I think I found the issue of why the sink isn't lining up with everything we ordered to make this cabinet into a farmhouse sink cabinet. The boards we got were short an inch. Well, online the specs for the sink say it's 10 inches deep and the front's only 9. But the whole sink itself is 10, but the mounting area is 9. So we're lacking an inch, and that's why I had to pick up a board. So we should only need a 2-inch board if this part was 10 inches, but this part is 9. So that's why we need a 3 1/4. $12 5/16. 12 5/16. This custom kitchen cabinetry stuff is pretty fussy. This cabinet is sitting a wee bit lower, 1/4 of an inch right here. And that would drive me bonkers. So we gotta make a little strip to raise this cabinet up to keep the bottoms all aligned going that way. So yeah. Let's check that. Oh, that should be perfect. All right, the worst part is this cabinet needs to come out so we can raise it up. But I'm gonna attach this cabinet to the wall because everything right here is nice. Check it this way. That is right on the money. Now I know this measurement will have changed. 12 1/16. 12 1/16. Awesome.
A little dandruff.
Little man glitter.
Yep. That's the hard part when you're trying to measure it, because once you cut it, you can't put it back together, and
No.
it's just gets hard. So you want to check and double check and do all that. So hopefully it comes out right the first time. We can get this in, and we can kind of try to get this part done and move past this sink cabinet.
Split right on the grain right there. We'll have to glue this piece. And when we glue up the other piece
Bummer.
to it. All right, I'm gonna have to test fit this, see how it fits with the sink. Perfect.
Our appliances are here.
The refrigerator showed up with a dent in the door. I don't know if you can see that.
It's like a wave dent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to, they'll replace that. They gotta come and switch the door up. Otherwise it would have been a couple of months to get a new refrigerator, so.
And actually, out of all three of the things, the refrigerator is what we wanted the most, because we can use that right now.
Right.
The stove has an air fryer in it, so I'm excited about that. And then I got the same exact dishwasher that I have at home, because it's just the best dishwasher that I've ever used.
Yeah, that Kenmore. No,
It's not a Kenmore.
That KitchenAid dishwasher has been the best dishwasher we've ever had.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
Yeah. But now we gotta let it dry.
What the heck?
I know, then we can sand it. Probably want to get the paint. I want to figure out how I want to mount it to this and then make our sides. But unfortunately, it's one of those things you can't. You gotta let everything dry before we work with it anymore and break anything.
So should we check and make sure our appliances will fit in our spots?
I checked the oven. The oven will fit. I checked the dishwasher. The dishwasher will fit. The next one is we just gotta figure out the pan. We put a panel here, and then we set the cabinet over.
And luckily, we have a little bit of space on the other side of that cabinet if we have to.
It's pretty much whatever that top cabinet is, I think, that goes above the refrigerator.
It feels like a huge turning point having appliances here, I just gotta tell you. So once they're installed and working, it's gonna be a total, it's gonna be a big, huge change, and it's gonna be so exciting. Did you hit?
So far. Nope. Yes. Alright. We are verifying where our blocking is, because we're going to need that to attach our upper cabinets and our panel that comes up over here for our refrigerator. We have, say, 91 1/4 and then 95. We're gonna move a few things around. We have a delivery coming in the morning, and I need to get a few things moved up above. So it looks like the garlic is going to be ready to get pulled, I bet you within a month. So that means we'll have to plant a fall crop of something there.
I do see some scapes. I'll have to get over here and a little bit and take care of them. Make some pesto. One thing we love is garlic. Cook with it all the time. I love it. Pickled. I want to do it in honey at some point. I would love to try black garlic. I haven't done it yet, but someday I'm going to try doing black garlic. It just is a really time-consuming process. You're always lying down on the job.
I know.
We also have a ton of white and purple clover that we had planted in our grass seed. And I was pretty sure the purple ones I had as a child like eat the petals, but I read somewhere that you can make jellies and syrups and stuff with them. So that's something I want to look into. So if you've done that before or have good resources for that, let us know.
And this is a project for another day. We need to get it set up. Just haven't had time. Good morning. We have the dump truck hot on our trail to come up and bring up a load for us this morning. One of the things with building the house, or where we're building it without a basement, is we don't have any storage, but this is going to be our harvest house slash butcher shop later on. So this is just like the first phase of building and moving up here. But in order to be able to move up here, we have a lot of stuff. You know, being homesteaders and DIYers, you always collect a lot of stuff for growing your own food. There's a lot of equipment you need for harvesting and all that stuff. So we need a place to store all that. So that's what that gravel is for. We got to make a pad. I know right now we've been jumping back and forth on different projects, but we have a lot of different irons in the fire, I guess you could say, to get it ready so we can get moving up here. And a lot of the times when you're working with other people, so like the gravel, the appliances, just getting different stuff, you're kind of on their schedule. Nowadays, if somebody's like, yep, I can do it, it's like, do it now, because when you want it, or if you call back later, they're booked up. So we need to get this spread ready, and they should be coming back with another load, and I'm hoping 2 loads will take care of our needs. Got our transit set up on the height I want it. I want it 3 inches above the road for now. So we just gotta see where we are in the back, because it drops down quite a bit on that back side. So we'll get a little bit of a reference, and then we can work more. I just added fuel to our Harbor Freight compactor. I drained the fuel out. Pooh. Just inhaled a bug. I drained the fuel out the end of fall last year so we could leave it outside and see if it'll run. So perfect timing. I can hear the dump truck coming back up. Let me get the tractor out of the way and he can back in. All right, as much as I want to keep working out here, we're gonna get back into the kitchen. They were able to do 2 loads today, so I wanted to get the first load spread, so we just didn't have 2 big piles that we were trying to work over to spread. Now at least we have the back half figured out, and then we'll get this spread grade set, and then we can go back and work that more, and we're not just working with 2 big huge piles. I hope that makes sense. So that first batch we spread out, I was able to compact it, so if we get any rain, the rain's just gonna shed off and we won't have any issues. I'm thinking on the backside I should probably get some stones and put some stones around it. And it's not like we have any extra rocks flying around here or anything. And then we can grade off the front. So I'm hoping 2 loads will do it. We might need to get 1 more, but I won't know that till after. But I feel like we should really get back in the house and get those cabinets done. It'd be nice to have those cabinets all set up, get the refrigerator hooked up. Would you look at that view? Oh, that's just so beautiful over here. And then we can move on. All right, we need to work on prepping our refrigerator panel to get it to work, and so we can mount it on the wall. So that's back, so this is top. This right now is also like the ugly duckling stage of cabinetry making, because everything is just out and exposed and none of it is finished. That's perfect. Perfect. Alright, I took the doors off. What are you doing that for, baby?
Time for me to fill it up.
Time to fill it up.
Yep. Oh goodness, it's getting closer.
It is. I'm assuming it's until we hook up the water.
Oh. Will it fit?
Will it fit? It better. Try to make sure these are secured really good to the wall. because I'm sure we're going to have a lot of weight in these cabinets. So we have all of our blocking secured to that, and then also we're tying all the cabinets together so that way nothing wants to go this way or this way.
Oh, you're not on.
Last upper cabinet is in.
So we'll just have to touch up the little screw holes, but that helped keep everything in line and made it a lot easier to hang them. There is going to be no upper cabinets right here because we have plans for that, and then we'll have that custom cabinet right here. So right now, besides when we get the hood up, that and then floating shelves. I'm loving what the look is coming out. I can't wait to see what the sink looks like, because right now it looks like it's really low and doesn't look like it's gonna be what I'm thinking, but that should all come together and I'm really excited to see what that will look like.
A few months ago, me and Gina made a silly little bet. I was looking for something, I couldn't find it, and I'm like, nope, it's not there. And Gina says, I know it's there, right?
Yep, that's what I said.
And she said, I'll bet you this if it's there when we get home. So I said, okay. So it's been, I don't know, 4 months, 3 months?
A while.
It's been a while since this happened. So we've been looking for what she wanted. I finally found it, and it just got delivered. You guys ready to see what it is? So she wanted a mini truck. We've been looking for a while. There was one for sale when we made the bet, and then once I contacted the person, it was gone. I believe this one is an even better find. It's a 1988 Hi-Jet. It was sold originally in the US, so the steering wheel is on the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side. Most of these are imported from Japan after they've been, used, so it's a right-hand drive. This one's left-hand standard, but also this is pretty nifty. So it is a 1988 Hi-Jet, like I said. Never been on the road. It was bought brand new by a campground, I was told, and it only has 4,000 original miles on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it has a dump. I've been looking for them and talking to the people who import them about ones with dumps on them. They said the hard part is over in Japan, if they have a dump body on them, they're usually used hard, so they don't get very many of them. So when we saw this one locally, we were like, yeah, this is perfect for what we're gonna need at the farm.
The only thing is, I don't know how to drive a standard. I drove when I was younger. It was a bad experience. So let's hope that's not the case here.